Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the second episode of Saiki Kusuo no Psy-nan. So, it's actually been a pretty big gap of time between my reaction to the first episode and my reaction to this episode because I filmed the first one before I ran into my computer issues, so yeah, I don't remember what happened in the first episode too well, but what I do remember is we had a pretty girl that we tried to avoid, a chuuni that was doing his best to not get laughed at, and yeah, and our main character's a psychic. He had an interesting childhood because of that. And I think he doesn't want most people to know about his psychic powers. I think his parents are the only ones who do. But yeah, that's kind of what I remember from the last episode. So let's get into this one. 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, sorry for the Funimation little intro there. The disastrous life of Saiki K is the translation, I guess. Or at the very least, just the English title. Which aren't always translations. Like how Begot HK became Yamada's first time somehow. Yeah, that's a chuuni. Don't ruin your Starbucks. And some characters I don't think we've met yet, but we did meet her. I definitely remember her. And our protagonist, of course. Nice moon. And he becomes a giant at some point, clearly. Yeah, his parents, they have a good relationship. Man, eating hands-free must be awesome. Yeah, we have plenty of characters left to meet, I think. Hot-Blooded Dodgeball, Part 1. Really? That is pretty good. Oh. That... Yeah, that was not... That was not a sound for that. But yeah, I bet he'd be really good at dodgeball. Someone's gung-ho for this. Hyro. Huh, I'm not used to seeing male class reps. Well, you know, anyone that has our protagonist on his team will probably win. Ow! Oh god, the sweat. Yeah, good luck with that. Well, you could at least try a bit harder than that. You know, it's your teammates that suffer when you do that. You made it way too obvious. Is there... I know some people have that rule when they play dodgeball. Well, as long as you don't kill anyone, it should be fine. Well, just be careful. Just to be safe, I'll attack the... Oh. Well, that wasn't too good. Uh... No, it's not how we meant it to be. That's not a cool nickname. Well, he's definitely not bad. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to murder anyone. Ah, jeez, pull your pants up, man. Oh god. Was it really worth it? That's more like sacrificing yourself. You have my ball. Only holding it back is not wanting to kill people, I guess. Hey, don't downplay it. That's some serious injury. Yes. Part 2, okay. As much as the last one, you can't really throw the match, because people will not be happy with you. Indeed. uh, I think the better of the two options would just be to win. Likability meter. That would come in handy, it really would. That dropped hard. Wow. Gonna hit, there it went back up. Like above what it was before. I wonder if it maxes out at 100. I would not want to get hit by his ball. Wow. That was a terrible throw. Yeah, if you don't catch that easy to catch ball, it'll look really bad. Wow. Any record high? Sure, why not? Oh, 2-for-1. And an injury. We're just going up. Oh my god. They recognize him by his butt. Sounds about right. Oh wow, it doesn't even fit in the block. I would never do that. Yeah, you're still injured, man. Are you sure you should be on your feet? Oh. How did he jump? Oh, okay. Good shot. That's definitely pretty good. By what? Being mean to people here and there? Does that bring his likability down? Yep. That dropped like a rock. Strike a pose. Sign of love. Are we gonna get the one girl coming back? Don't remind me. Normies everywhere. Oh yes. Teruhashi. Yeah, I bet. I mean, she's still cute. uh. uh. Wow. I suppose being in a relationship would be difficult when you can read their every thought and everything. Really? Wow, she's definitely has it bad for him. Yeah, it's not gonna work. And why do you have things stick under your head? And that voice actress, is that who I think it is? I think it is. The voice actress for characters like Nanoha from Mahou Shoujo Lyrical Nanoha, as well as voicing Yamada in Bigot HK. I don't remember her name, the voice actress. Those eyes. But it's definitely her. I don't think it would go that way because he knows about your plans ahead of time. Oh. Avoided. It's a great face. Yeah, it's not gonna work any better. You don't know who you're up against. Or he'll just, use his psychic powers to fix the situation. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with this. Oh, yeah, he just picks it up and shoves it on in there. I really can't unhear Yamada. Yeah, of course. Yes, you should give up. He's gonna be forever alone. Do you even need an umbrella when you have psychic powers? He would only do that if he, knew you well and liked you. Your plan kind of depends on that. Okay, yeah, here we go. This is how you deal with a problem. Kind of reminds me of a certain scene from Maid Dragon. Oh wow. Yes, we found another guy for her. I know, right? Drastic makeover. You can help. Wow. That is not important. Yes, that's all you need. Of course, the little sister's all you need as well. Really. Okay. Wow. I was waiting for him to do that. So basically, the powers aren't perfect. Oh my god, you two. Yeah, if only we had someone like that around here. Uh, but now it's blocking the other door, the closet, I think. Exactly. What am I gonna do with you two? Wow. Just put it in the middle of the room. There it went. uh, yeah. And now I'm reminded of a scene from Great Teacher Onizuka. You know, I can understand Saiki getting kind of fed up with these parents. Uh, wow, some big beds. Please stop yelling. Oh, too late now. Ugh. How about I run away from home instead? Can he fix the wall? Because that's pretty cool if he can. Nice. Yeah, okay, what is it? Oh, so it'll just... Oh. Well, back to where we started. It's still a cool ability, even if it has demerits, as you say. Ooh, mind control. Actually, that could be fun. I don't know. Is he gonna have a problem with the antennas? By all accounts. Shonen Jump, of course. It's a good question, actually. Is it? Is it? Yeah, why is that? Oh, okay. That sounds like an excuse made after the fact, but I'll take it. Yeah, that's just an anime thing, though. Uh, occasionally. Okay. Uh, I don't think I've ever... I don't think I've ever seen an anime try to give a reason why people have a bunch of random hair colors. That's interesting. I can respect that. Of course, I guess everything is. Again. So basically another anime trope just kind of explained here in this universe. Of course, of course. Oh my. Yeah, it's all the anime tropes. Basically everything that would be a discrepancy between this and reality is his fault. I can roll with that, I guess. Is it? Ow. It seems so. Oh my god. There we go. That he did. Of course. I guess so. Uh... I... I still think that was... that world building was added after the fact, and the author just rolled with it. Like, someone asked that question, he was like, that's a good question, okay. How would I do this? And then he's like, wait, I could do that for other things, and then just went wild with it. That's what it feels like, anyway. Yeah. Very interesting ED. It'd be pretty cool if you could just change people's perception of common sense like that. And basically just change the mechanics of the world, that'd be great. All alone. So that was the second episode of Saiki Kusuo no Psynon. And the first segment of this episode, basically a dodgeball match. Now, the problem here is that Saiki, well, there's two main problems. One, he doesn't want to stand out. He really does his best not to do that, which is in conflict with his appearance, but we get into that later in the episode. And secondly, he doesn't want to accidentally kill anyone. So, of course, I don't think he has to worry too much about killing people if he can just get the hang of holding back. But that is a bit of a middle ground that's difficult to strike between holding back too much and not holding back enough, like, because in between those two things would be death, so yeah, I can understand being a bit hesitant there. But yeah, he still needs he can't just, not participate really to the best of his abilities, in a way that they notice, because then people will not like him and frown upon him and bully him and all that, so he was in kind of a sticky situation for the most part. but he did his best, really, and we got to meet another character in this scene. Basically, he's the typical sports guy, you know, he lives for this sort of thing. You know, he's fully passionate about it. I think they even said he was a class representative, so, you know, that's interesting as well, because usually class reps are not athletic at all, and in my experience at least, they're usually female, you know, wear glasses and all that, but I guess it's a bit of a stereotype. I don't really see class reps quite like this, so that was certainly interesting. Now, in the end, Saiki was able to get through this without any sort of worst case scenario happening, because Hyro kind of helped out, and Hyro was kind of the MVP here. Like, he really took this stuff seriously. He even got a knee injury, and he was still out there doing his best. So, you know, got a lot of respect for him. You know, he's a pretty cool guy. I do like the little the likability meter that Saiki has. That's cool. How you can tell how much the people around you like you or not, because that would really come in handy. Of course, it'd be kind of depressing if everyone disliked you and you knew it, but still, it would really come in handy. The next scene we got into Saiki and his potential love life, and how there's not going to be much of a thing because he can see right through people because of his psychic abilities. So it's going to be really hard for him to be in any kind of relationship unless he just finds like the perfect girl, pretty much a unicorn. So that's not probably going to happen for him anytime soon. However, people still like him, girls still like him, like Chio, for instance, who's voiced by Tamura Yukari, and she seemed to have it pretty bad for him for a little bit there. She tried to do all these cliche anime manga events that allow you to get closer to someone, but none of them worked at all because he has not only the ability to know what she's going to do ahead of time, but he has these powers to actually do something about it and make it where it's not an issue. So she had no idea who she was up against when she was trying to make this happen, so it just never happened. Even the weather, Saiki was able to change because he's just that awesome and powerful. He just shoots his powers into the sky and clears the sky. Very reminiscent of, you know, what happens in Maid Dragon, and also kind of Gabriel Dropout, except that was a phone call that did it, whereas this was psychic powers. But it's fine, just Chio moved on quickly and after some other dudes, so it all worked out there. The scene after that, we got a good idea of just how much of a pain Saiki's parents are to deal with. So after that scene, I think I definitely get why he just constantly seems so fed up with the parents, because this is the kind of thing he has to deal with on a regular basis. I can see that getting very old very quickly after several years of having to deal with it. But yeah, also got into the fact that his powers do have some demerits. So like the wall fixing didn't actually fix the wall, it just reversed time for that particular object. So kind of like how Orihime from Bleach, how her healing ability worked, sort of. It just didn't heal the body, it's reverted the body back to how it was before I got injured. I guess it's kind of like that, however, it affects more than just the wall. I guess it affected the whole house, so yeah, just the entire scene was just the parents just, hey, Saiki, we're idiots, please help us move things around over and over and over and over again until we're eventually satisfied. So yeah, that probably got old really quickly for Saiki, just especially when your powers aren't perfect and your parents want you to use them on something as important as the house, and just, yeah. It was an unfortunate situation for Saiki, really, and yeah, it was what it was. Now, the next scene is probably the most interesting one of the entire episode. So, now, basically, they were written, you know, a letter asking about why Saiki looks what he does when he doesn't want to stand out, because that is very contradictory. So he went into it, basically it comes down to mind control. Now, he can't, like, directly mind control someone to do something, like, in that moment, but what he can do is change, like, overall perception for like, a lot of people. And basically people now believe his pink hair and his antenna thingies and just everything is completely natural. There's nothing wrong with that, it's just completely normal. And that changes a lot. That's also the reason why everyone has different hair color, because now having silly hair colors is a natural thing, and people healing quickly from light injuries is a natural thing, and just being able to talk in your head for a while before you hit a ball is natural, and being skinny and strong is natural. Basically all these things that are just anime tropes that we've come to expect from the genre, from the medium. It's just, yeah, it's all because of him, really. So that's definitely pretty interesting, really. Of course, we know the real reason for a lot of these things, like the crotch being covered, because you can't just show an exposed girl's crotch on TV, especially in Japan, with their censorship laws and all that. So we know the real reason for some of these things. It's great that they actually try to make an in-universe reason for all these things that are different than the real world that we know. I think that's pretty interesting, really. So yeah, that's great. So yeah, that was pretty much the episode, and I'd say it was a pretty good episode. The weakest part for me would probably be the dodgeball section because I'm just not that big of a sports fan, especially if it doesn't even involve cute girls in it. So, yeah, that part it was just kind of okay for me. It wasn't anything special. So I would say that was the weakest of the episode, but overall I'd say it was a pretty good episode, and the highlight was definitely the mind control bit. So. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.